Good morning! It is 8 o'clock. Bright and early. We are up. Thank you for being here. It's been so long since I've done a video. I'm still a little nasally, but I feel much better. Turns out it was the flu. It kicked my butt. So, anyway, I'm feeling quite a bit better. And today I wanted to do my 2023 favorites. It's a little late. We're quite into 2024, aren't we? But that's okay. Um, that's okay. So, my first favorite is my favorite, and that is moving in with my boyfriend in November. Even though that was so far into the year, that is still definitely a favorite. Um, and we are having so much fun. We didn't buy, we rented we still are, we are renting a 3 bed, 2 bath house, and it is wonderful. We have our room, he has his room, I have my room. So this is our, like, I have a fun room, he has a fun room, and then we have our room. So, plenty of space for everybody, and it's super fun. We enjoy it. We spend a good time together, and we're having a good time, and I feel like it's just gonna get better. So we're having a good time. I really enjoy it. My next favorite is the Taylor Swift Eras tour. I actually got to go twice, which is a little controversial. I went once by myself, and then I went the next night with my friend Taylor, hey girl, and Caitlin, and it was Caitlin's mom and aunt came too, I believe. I think that's the relation. So we all went and had an incredible time. It was so fun. We did not have good seats in either night because the prices were absolutely ridiculous. Like, for Reputation, I was on the floor for 150. For Eras, the price started at 750 for the floor. So, Taylor, get your life together. You're crazy, girl. But yeah, I really wanted to be on the floor, but at the same time, like, I was literally moving when I bought the tickets. Like, literally, I was moving from North Carolina to Florida in a car, driving, and I mean, I wasn't looking at my phone. Like, my phone was up. It's right there, like this, in my face, with the it's gonna be another 5 hours of queue time. So I had it off a lot of the time, but I would just, like, click it to see where I was in the queue, and it died when it was my turn. I have never felt stressed like that in my life. So then my mom was trailing behind me in a moving truck. So then I turned on my little blinker, and we went to a rest stop, and it was in Georgia. That's how long it took from North Carolina to Georgia, and it's an 8-hour drive, so it was like 6 hours waiting in a queue. We went to the visitor center and plugged in my phone, and I got my ticket. That was so stressful, but it was a very good time, and I enjoyed watching it live. I saw it live 2 of the 3 nights in Tampa. Um, I got my ticket, and then Taylor got everyone's, like, she was the one that got the code, I guess, to get tickets. So it's not like I made all these accounts. I had my account, she had her account. Like, we aren't cheating the system or anything. We just got lucky. So it was definitely worth it. It was so fun, and hopefully everyone has so much fun in the new year going to see her. She's going to Miami. I'm not going. But, if someone just handed me a ticket, I'd go. but yeah, it was a very good time, and I highly recommend at least going to watch the movie. Very, very good. Very good. My next favorite is also a newer favorite, but it's like AMC A List. I never did that. Well, actually, you know what? I think I did it once before, but I didn't use it, so I just canceled it. Like, I never used it. But that's because it was in North Carolina and I had no friends. So maybe have friends before you do A-list. Or a boyfriend. That's what I did. Me and Nick go to AMC a lot to go watch a movie, and AMC A-List has definitely been worth it. I'm actually going to do a whole video on it probably next month. It's going to be like a 3-month thing. I'm going to wait until it's 3 months with AMC A-List, and then I'm going to do a video on it, but I highly recommend AMC A-List. It's very fun. You get to watch 3 movies a week for $20 a month or something like that. So you would theoretically, it would be like 12 movies a month you can watch. So I like it. We've watched a lot of movies so far, and we have a lot more coming up in the new year, so we're very excited. So that's a really good cheap date night when you don't have to pay 10, $15 for each ticket, you know? Like, we saw Mean Girls in IMAX last week, the 10th, for the, like, early opening or whatever. Those tickets are $19 each, and for the whole month, we spent 20, so it's crazy. And y'all know I love a deal, and I will tell you about my deals, because I'm very proud of them. My next favorite would be Mercari. I've sold a lot of good stuff on Mercari, and I got a lot more to sell. So it's definitely been really good for me because I was a hoarder before. Like, I've never bought anything to sell it. I am just a hoarder. So I've been selling slowly things from my collection, and it's been going very well, and it makes me really excited when someone buys something, and I try to make it look cute with like tissue paper and stuff. When I first started, I would add like stickers and all kinds of stuff to the order, but I don't really do that anymore. I gotta get back into that. But yeah, it's a good time. I highly recommend if you have like extra stuff laying around and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Am I just gonna donate it? Am I gonna do like a yard sale? I don't rec- I don't recommend doing a yard sale to anybody personally, just because when I go to a yard sale, I want a deal. I don't want to spend market price on stuff. You can put the same thing on Mercari for market price. You'll get like 10 times the amount of money. It's crazy. So just letting you know. Mercari's where it's at. I actually do have a code. Anyone can get this code, but there's a code in the description box to start Mercari if you've never used it. It's super easy, super self-explanatory. Love it. I am going to do a Mercari video talking about how I've like done in the past. I think I started it in like 2022. Like, it really hasn't been that long, but I have cleaned up, girl. I have done so well, so I'm definitely going to make a video on that because it's very interesting. My next favorite is Discovery Cove. Nick got us tickets to go to Discovery Cove for my birthday, and it was incredible. It was so fun. We got to swim with the dolphins and hang out, and the food was unlimited. We just had such a good time. It was so fun to just hang out and spend time together. Especially, I mean, Discovery Cove is part of SeaWorld and Aquatica. Like, they're all in the same section. They're all the same company. So I got a good deal on the tickets anyway because I have the Platinum Pass with SeaWorld and Aquatica. So that was definitely worth it. Highly recommend if you are in Orlando area and you want to do something fun or something different. I think Discovery Cove is worth it. It is a little expensive though. I think it ended up being like $300 or $400 for both of us to go, but we did add that like whatever dolphin adventure that didn't come with it. That was an extra cost. But honestly, I think even if you don't add the dolphin adventure, it's still fun. Maybe I'll do a Discovery Cove video too. I'll just do all the videos. But it was very fun. I recommend, definitely. Speaking of the SeaWorld company, my next favorite is SeaWorld. I have gone to SeaWorld so many times this year. It has been incredible. I moved back to Florida in November of 2022. Is that right? 2022. So, the first thing I did was get my Platinum Pass at SeaWorld, and I use that thing to death. I use it all the time. I swear they see me coming and they cower because of how much I save with that thing. Oh my god. So, just over the past year, I've saved thousands of dollars with that pass. You get free preferred parking, so you're up close. We had really good parking. Yes, 2 days ago we went, and we had really good parking then. It depends on the time of day and the day, how good your parking is going to be, because even though you have Platinum and you have the, preferred parking, those are some long lines. They go way back there, so you might be close to the, close in direction to the front, but you might be all the way in the back. So it just depends. It's kind of like a luck of the draw, really. But even then, it's still better than regular parking, because regular parking is past that point. So, But that in itself, I think regular parking, they upped it to $32, as if you're not making enough money. But then I think preferred parking is like $50 or something. So if you consider I went probably 10 times this year, I saved $500 on parking. My annual pass isn't even $500. So that's not even going into the park. That's crazy. So I'll probably make a video on that too. I'll make a video on SeaWorld. And I definitely had that in my mind to make. Is the Platinum Pass worth it at SeaWorld? It is. Do it. It is, for sure. And mine just renewed for the next year. And I'm like, I really wish I had all my receipts from the past year, so I could be like, that's where I saved there, that's where I saved there, that's where I saved there. I wanted to also do that with Chuck E. Cheese when they do their Summer of Fun package, but I always forget. I really got to do that one day and be like, record how much I'm saving with this thing, because I'd be so excited to find out. My next favorite is like watching Broadway shows. I mean, I don't live in New York, so is it really Broadway? I don't know. But watching live, I don't know how else to call it, Broadway shows. Watching shows live is so fun. I enjoy it so much. This year, I think the only thing we watched was Annie. I think that's it. But over the past several years, I've watched Chicago, which is one of my favorites. I've watched Waitress, which was my other favorite. I've watched Mean Girls on Broadway. I've watched Legally Blonde on Broadway. I've seen a lot of really, really good shows. Like, all of them were incredible. So, Dr. Phillips Center is not crazy far from me. So it would be nice to watch more there. That's where I saw Annie, and it was very good. So I'd love to go. I really want the annual pass to Dr. Phillips Center. They do like a Broadway pass, but it's impossible to get. I've tried to get it for years, and I can never get it. So this year I might really like stalk the website and find out when is this coming out, because I want it. But I think it already started for the 2023-2024 like season. I guess it's a season pass, but I really want it next year. Like, I'm gonna save up for that. I'm gonna be like, okay, how do I get it? I love going to shows. It's so fun, but it's also very stressful because I'm a very stressed out person. So like getting there and like parking and going, and you have a time limit. It's so stressful for me, but I love going. My next favorite is kind of a stupid favorite, but it's watching PBS Kids. I haven't watched PBS Kids since I was a kid in myself. When Nick and I started dating, when he would come over, I had a TV, but it just had like an antenna to it, so that way I could see like the local channels, but I couldn't like, go on Netflix or anything like that. But I never used it because I had my laptop. I would always watch YouTube videos to fall asleep. But with him there, we can't really watch it. Laptop would be weird. So he would start put it on the TV, and we were skimming past the channels and we saw PBS Kids, and I was like, that's what we're watching. And we love PBS Kids now. Almost Way, are you kidding me? Rosie's Rules, and Cyber Chase still comes on sometimes. Arthur. Those are our favorites. Remember Maya and Miguel? That was my favorite show when I was growing up. Maya and Miguel, Sagwa. I'm trying to think. Dragon Tales? Are you kidding me? Incredible. They've had such good shows over the span. Oh, Sesame Street? Sesame Street? Speaking of Sesame Street, they have a Sesame Street land in SeaWorld. It's incredible. If you go to SeaWorld, you have got to watch the parade in Sesame Street land. Unparalleled. I've never been to Disney as an adult, but incredible. My final favorite is having 800 subscribers. I'm so excited. I've been doing this for so many years, but and my goal has always been 1,000, and like that's always been my goal because I want to be monetized. So I was like, if I ever get to 1,000, that would be so cool. I've always wanted to, I don't do it to make money, but I've always wanted to get to the point where I could make money. I always thought that was so cool, and I'm almost there, guys. So that's really exciting. If you want to subscribe, I really appreciate it. I need to get to 1,000 to get monetized. My watch time needs to go up too, so go back in my catalog and watch them all. I have over 500 videos, so I promise you there is something you want to watch in the past that I've made. That is the video for today. Thank you so much for being here. I miss you guys. Every time I go on a little break, which my little break was like a week, but every time I miss you guys so much. Like, I love doing this. This is what I love to do. I love being creative. I love doing video editing. It's like my favorite thing ever. I've been doing it for like 15 years. I've been doing it forever. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your favorites were for the year. Mine definitely aren't tangible items because I don't care. Like, I don't care about tangible items. I care about things that happened to me, like, or for me, just these incredible experiences that I've had this year has been wonderful. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.